Hey everyone, this is Towelliee with TGN. Patch 4.0.6 is in effect. Everyone go get it, go download it. I'm going to make a quick video here going over the prop Paladin changes that I believe are important. First things first, man. Rebuke. Fucking finally. How long did it take goddamn Blizzard to realize that we needed a fucking interrupt like every other class? There's so many bosses like Halvis Wormbreaker where we weren't even able to, properly interrupt that Shadow Nova cast. We had to actually sit on our Avenger Shield here. We had to actually wait for it, what does that mean? Now, if we're holding Avenger Shield, that means that we're losing damage, we're losing threat, and we're holding out on it to interrupt the boss. Now we have Rebuke, which is instant cast off the GCD, interrupts spell casting, and prevents any spell in that school from being cast for 4 seconds. Awesome. I love it. Right now, if I use it on this test dummy, of course, it's going to be immune. It's right here. I have it already binded. It's ready to go. I can't wait to practice with it in Heroics. It's great. Now let's take a look at Forbearance. Anytime you use Bubble on yourself or you lay on the hands yourself, you would go into Forbearance, and that would last 2 minutes. Now I'm going to pop Bubble. Here we go. Forbearance only lasts 1 minute. Cannot be affected by Divine Shield, Hand of Protection, or Lay on Hands. But now it's only a minute cooldown on the debuff there, which is awesome. Which means that after this is over, I can actually use Lay on Hands on myself, which is really nice. I mean, in a boss fight. Because there could be an ability that's stacking and I could bubble it off, and then a minute later I can use Lay on Hands instead of having to wait 2 minutes. So I'm very happy about that. Crusader Strike damage went up. I can hit Crusader Strike here a few times if you'd like. I mean, I think it was a 20% increase to weapon damage. I'm not 100% sure, but Crusader Strike damage went up, and that was basically a Ret move, which affected prot, which is what I love. I kind of like the fact that Ret was really bad in damage in PvE, because now that they buffed Ret, sometimes when you buff, a specific, spec like Retribution, it might affect prot, and in this case it does. So now that Ret got the Crusader Strike buff, prot also receives the Crusader Strike buff. Now, going back to Crusader Strike, let me get 3 points of Holy Power here, and I'm going to go ahead and Word of Glory myself. That's fine. That's irrelevant. That has nothing to do with it. Let's Crusader Strike. Okay, right here. Look at my scrolling combat text here. I want you to just watch it closely. Parry. Crusader Strike parry. What happened? I did not generate Holy Power. I generated it there. 5712 hit. Let's do it again. 5746 hit. Let's use Word of Glory. Ooh, Eternal Glory proc. Nice. Let's hit it again. I got it right there. You see, that's a little icon for Crusader Strike. There it is again. Let's wait till we get a parry. Did not generate it. Not good. Parry. Did not generate it again. That's because I'm not expertise capped. All right, let's see. 54444. Let's keep going. I got my other proc right there. Let's Word of Glory myself. And I'm going to keep going here. And if you guys are noticing what I'm trying to get at here, is that before 4.0.6, even if you parry, miss, dodge, whatever with the Crusader Strike, you still generated Holy Power. Now, since I at this moment am not hit capped or expertise capped, parry does not generate Holy Power. So that means that now as tanks, we have to make a decision, fellas and gals. We have to say to ourselves, okay, during raids, am I in threat trouble right now? Let's see what my hit rating's at. Let's back up off of this train dummy here. Let's check out my hit rating real quick. Come on, character info, calling character info. There we go. Right now, my hit rating is 1.86. I'm currently about 6% off of the hit cap right now for raids. So right now, if I miss or parry or dodge a Crusader Strike, I'm not going to generate Holy Power. And what does that mean? That means that I'm going to be slower to getting to my Shield of the Righteous for threat. I'm going to be slower to Word of Glorying myself, to Wogging myself when a boss is smacking me around like a little fucking fat hoe. And I just don't know what this means. I'm going to have to take a lot of data in. I'm going to have to look at World of Logs every day this week and see how much of an effect and how many misses and parries and dodges I had via Crusader Strike. And what this also means is that trying to reach your block cap and trying to reach, your unhittable may be in danger if you do in fact need the hit cap, because now I'm going to have to reforge what before was mastery into hit. Either that, or if all my gear is mastery, which it currently is right now, I'm going to have to lose avoidance. I'm going to have to start reforging all my dodge and parry into hit. So reaching that 8% might be something I need to do, but I do not know yet. Okay, we're going to have to see. Also, Rebuke will miss 2 if you're not on the hit cap, which is 8%. And that's the downside to this patch so far. That's one thing that I did not expect them to do. So, all right, let's hit this dummy here for a bit. Let's put up Seal of Truth. Close this up. Now, as you can see, with Seal of Truth, you put up your seal, and then you get your censure dots. You get your Seal of Truth dots going. Now, in order for me to get, let's say, the target dummy next to me, you know, dots, I'd have to before in 4.0.6 I'd have to switch, tab target, get over, and start hitting them. As you can see, I'm hitting them, and the dots are stacking. Okay, no problem, fine. So now the awesome part is what I like right now about 4.0.6 is that your Avenger Shield, when it hits the other 2 targets, is actually able to start putting up the Seal of Truth dots on those targets. I'm going to wait till this is over here. Now, without me having to target this training dummy, I'm going to hit Avenger Shield. Bam. Putting my cursor over my Tidy Plate threat plates, and there it is. God damn it. It's there, and it's beautiful. I love it. Let's wait to see if we get a Grand Crusader proc here soon. Come on, Grand Crusader proc. Bam. Ooh, got the seal back going again. Refresh the timer to 15 seconds. So this, folks, is a huge, people say it's minuscule, but this is a huge increase to our AoE tanking. When I was tanking SFK earlier, I noticed that the censure dot damage was kind of moved up the list for myself. It kind of moved up the list from where it usually is. Usually censure dots are like at the bottom of the tree for me. They're at the bottom of my DPS output. But now when I was doing those heroics, overall damage, of course, was Hammer of the Righteous, Avenger Shield, but then censure dots were right there at number 5, actually, as part of my damage done. So this will be a nice AoE pickup for us. More improved threat through AoE damage. So that means, for God Almighty, always be careful and get those Grand Crusader procs going. Every single time you smash that Avenger Shield button like you mean it. And basically, those are all the changes that I believe are important to Protection Paladins from 4.0.6. At the end of this video right now, I'm going to show you me doing a heroic in ret spec. All right, you guys, this is like a world first. Seeing Towelliee on a video in ret gear, in ret spec, doing a boss in a heroic. I did the first boss of Grim Batol. My damage was pretty damn good, as I would expect. Let's show you that video and see what's going on there. Also, folks, just a quick side note. If you look at your blacksmithing, which I have, let's go to my plate. Let's see, the Hardened Elementium girdle now has a socket. Before it did not have a socket, but to compensate for that socket, Blizzard decided to give us -20 mastery and -20 dodge from the stats on this belt. As you can see, I have 149 mastery rating. It was at 169 earlier. I got it right back when I actually gemmed it for 20 mastery and 30 stamina. So all I really gained from the socket is 30 stamina, and I lost 10 dodge, even with the plus 10 dodge rating. Actually, I'm not sure if the 169 was there for dodge. It might have been 189 before, and if it didn't change, that's probably my mistake. It might have been something else that changed. It was -20 and -20 is something else. Same thing with the Hardened Elementium halberd. That also has a socket now. Very nice. Put a blue in there. Put a whatchamacallit, a mastery stand gem there. Do whatever you like, but it has sockets now. And that goes the same, I believe, for the DPS gear. It has a yellow socket. Elementium death plate, yellow socket. Light Elementium belt, yellow socket. And that's pretty cool. I'm kind of glad that they did that. It makes those items a lot more sexy now to actually craft and sell. It's probably good, to make a. It's probably going to be a good seller at the auction house now. Even though the mats didn't change, it's still good because people were kind of ignoring it because you were able to get better belts from dungeons. But now this belt is on par with most of the belts you get in dungeons, and that's just a small little change for blacksmithing. And here we have it, folks. A world first. Towelliee Deathrock Horde spec'd into ret, doing ret in a heroic on a heroic boss in Grim Batol, General Umbris. I never thought I'd see this. This is probably like the first time or second time ever in my history that I've ever spec'd for ret for like a heroic, and I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing here. Let me tell you right now. all I was told was like pop wings, pop your fucking Guardian of the Ancient Kings. You're going to be able to use Holy Wrath normally at the beginning of a fight while your wings are up, and just, 3-point Crusader Strike, fucking use your Zealotry, spam Templar's Verdict whenever it's up. Once you get your, Art of Wars, hit your fucking Exorcism. I mean, I did 12.5k DPS. As you can see right now, I'm bursting damage right now, but it seems like my damage went lower. Now, last time, in the same gear that I ran that other heroic was for one simple boss, and I did like 8k DPS. Now I'm doing 12.5k DPS. So yeah, I mean, it looks like Rhett got a nice buff. If I'm doing 12.5k DPS on a level 87 elite, maybe on heroic that would translate to like, I don't know, 11k. I don't even know. I don't know anything about fucking Rhett. But I just do know that in a heroic, I pulled out 12.5k DPS. I know there's guildies that play Rhett that have been trying it, and they did like 18k DPS on heroic bosses. So we're going to see tonight what happens with Rhett. This is just like a world first of me doing Rhett. I did 12.5k DPS here. At the end, I'll show you what damage of mine was the highest during this little fight. But I am no way, this is in no way whatsoever a tutorial on how to play Rhett, because it is fucking terrible. Just let you know ahead of time. This is just like a world first that I actually spec'd Rhett and did this. But this has been Towelliee with TGN. Paladin tank changes for 4.0.6. Twitter.com/TowelTheTank. Facebook.com/TowelTheTank. TGN.TV. Peace out.